Well, we've been to Berlin a few times before, and this is the first time we've played in a situation where the wall's been down. So it's quite interesting to see.
But the last time we played here was 3 years ago. We were in Bremen, and Vince came down into the lobby and said, "Oh, the Berlin walls just came down." And none of us could believe this thing had happened. This was 2 days before we were playing in Berlin.
Well, apart from the fact that there are Trabants together with Mercedes, I don't think the East has changed much visibly.
Except that we're in a cafe.
We're in a very trendy cafe, yeah.
Yeah, in the East?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the moment when you decided that you had to have a new singer. And you put that advertisement in the Melody Maker. Did you know what you were looking for?
I just felt that having worked in the Assembly, which is a situation before with, or trying to get different people working with me, and the problems that brought about, I needed someone permanent to work with, someone to bounce ideas off.
I remember having a bright orange and brown umbrella, which I think might have got me the audition. But I had to go along. They had 2 tracks. Vince will probably dispute this. They had 2 tracks. One was Who Needs Love Like That, which was our first single, and the other one was, I think, was One Day, which was a single that Vince released with Paul Quinn. And I remember going along, and on this singing Who Needs Love Like That, and the pitch was quite high for me, and we had to learn it on acoustic guitar, and I pick up songs really quickly. And I remember that first day was I tried out falsetto for the first time.
There's something going on, something not quite right. There's something stranger happening to me. There's someone at the door, I hear voices in my head. It seems things aren't the way they ought to be. Who needs love like that? Who needs love like that?
Well, basically, we tested him on the types of music that he could sing. We had a slow song and a fast song. Whether he had a groove in his voice and whether he could sing with some emotion and soul.
But you were taking on the unknown. He was totally unproven, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's been in a demo kind of situation before for a year or so, and I think he'd been singing since he was 9. But it was his first professional situation.
You just come down from tremendous success yourself, and you were embarking on something totally new, and you must have known, British music scene being what it is, that you weren't going to get the immediate welcome back.
Well, when we had our first flop, no, we didn't. We thought we were going to be brilliant straight away. We were so optimistic, So we recorded the whole album, had a brilliant time recording it, and we thought these songs were winners. I really believe that, and when it didn't happen, it brought us down to earth with a real big bump. It was a real shock to our systems, actually.
I kind of took responsibility, I think. I took it on my shoulders and thought, it's me. It's because Vince has been, everything he's done before has been really successful, so maybe it's me, And so I started really having a big confidence crisis, and I really did believe that the people at Mute hated me and they thought it was a big mistake and everything. But
What turned that round?
I think Vince was already kind of quite happy or quite intrigued, especially by our playing live, because the gigs were kind of really fun, and we had lots of stick from people,
We supported David Bowie along with 20 other bands in Hamburg at this kind of festival thing, right? And the people, they wanted to see David Bowie, that was it, finish. And we were singing this really slow song, emotional song and everything, and Andy had this rubber leotard on, and suddenly through the air, this yogurt came flying through the air, you could see it was almost in slow motion, it splat, on his front, but he just kept on singing. And then someone else decided they'd throw an apple, right? So this apple came flying through the air, he caught it mid-song, and then took a bite out of it. It was really brilliant. And then everybody started throwing everything, and that was the end of the concert.
Excuse me.
What's this little dispute going on at my concert? Huh? Now then, don't be nasty.
It wasn't me that saw you clinging to somebody on the floor. Baby, don't show your face. Don't move in my direction. Leave me to bleed. You're not dictator. Leave me to bleed. You're not dictator.
He realised before anybody else of how determined I was to make the thing work together as well. And then we started writing for the second album, and we were writing upstairs above Rough Trains. It was a mute studio, and it was really fun. You know, Vince had kind of like come up with some new sounds and everything, and I thought they were really brilliant, these rhythm tracks. And we started writing, and all of a sudden, this song came out, this Sometimes song. As the song developed, as soon as we had this little break in the middle of the we knew it was going to be a hit.
Not the way that you caress me, toy with my affection. It's not my sense of emptiness you fill with your desire. Climb in bed beside me, we can knock the world outside. Touch me, satisfy me, warm your body next to mine. Ooh, sometimes the truth is harder than the pain inside. Yeah. Ooh, sometimes it's the broken heart that decides.
It was really strange because if you hear any of the demos that I did before I met Vince, my voice was completely different as well. Because I think I was very cocky and like very independent, and these were our songs, and this was how we were going to take on the world, you know. And then once I started working with Vince, because I was such a huge Alison Moyet fan, I thought her voice was incredible. And people always go on about, lots of reviews were saying, well, there's no way I can fill her shoes at all. So I always had this vision of Alison Moyet with huge feet, and like these shoes sort of like that, this big. And I thought, there's no way my feet are going to go in there. You know, the shoes will just fall off, you know.
It's very hard to see transitions between albums when you're actually making them.
Can you look back on it?
You look back at them and you don't say, well, that song was better than, or this song is better than that one. It's really not like that. It's just different. And I can only look back at songs and think about what we were doing at the time.
Doesn't have to be like that. Doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that.
So tell me about the creative process. Do you sit down with a synthesizer or a guitar or a piano and to write with Andy?
Usually it's a piano or guitar because it's more instant. You know, we found the worst thing to do when writing a song is spend waste of your time twiddling knobs, because that's not really important. The important thing is the song and the melody, the actual singing part of the song.
Which comes first, the melody or the words?
Melody, always.
We'll just like sing along, and in order to remember the melody, I might sing something and say, oh, bring Comstockman Union #1, you know. And sometimes, because that sticks so much in the brain with a tune, you can't think of anything else to write. So the song is called Brinkhoff. Brinkhoff. That's what I love about pop, though.
Yeah.
Is it can either be nonsensical or because it's always evocative of just the ambience of where you hear the song anyway.
Close my